Most agents waste money on Facebook ads because they're doing it wrong. If you're not getting listings from your ads, do not worry, it is not your fault. No one just has ever shown you the right way to do it until now. Here's why most agents fail with Facebook ads. Targeting is too broad or too random. Ads don't capture motivated seller leads. There's really no real follow-up system or sales conversion process in place, and leads just go cold fast. If this sounds like you, don't worry, I'm going to show you how to fix it. If you're new to the channel, my name is Eetu. I'm the founder and CEO at Mescoola, a real estate growth agency that's revolutionizing the way how realtors acquire listings by implementing the AI-enhanced Value First online listing acquisition system. On this channel, I'll show how agents who are closing anywhere from 6 to 15 plus deals per year, or have been at that level and are stuck at around 100K per year in commissions and really want to double, triple, even quadruple and eventually get to 7 figures per year in commissions. I'll show how they can close extra 10, 15, 24 and more listings per year and get to a place where they can scale up to 7 figures. And if you're already a subscriber, welcome back, thank you. And that being said, let's dive in. So in order to turn 1,000 into 50,000 and more in commissions, you really need 3 things. You need precision targeting. So you need to be able to use data to reach homeowners that are looking to sell before they even know it and before they list or work with other agents. You need scroll stopping offers, right? So if your ads don't actually stand out and make people to scroll stop their scrolling, they will not convert. And also what you need is the thing that we call a call booking funnel, right? More about that in a second. Also, you need AI, follow-up and nurture systems and process in order to be able to do more with less, as well as in order to squeeze the juice out of the opportunities that are coming in. So the fortune is in the follow-up. Most deals happen after 6 to 12 touches. So in most cases, agents are following maybe 1 or 2 times. So if you're one of those agents, you will not make deals happen and you will not definitely turn 1,000 into 50,000 in commissions. That's not going to happen. So the third thing here is the 7-minute conversations, and this is actually the key. It relates to the call booking funnel, okay? So everything we do in that actual call booking funnel is tailored to get those 7-minute conversations happen. And what those really are is 7-minute phone consultations and turning those into in-person appointments, right? So that's really key in this actual funnel, as well as in order to make paid ads for online listing acquisition work. Now, let me break this down for you guys. What we do at Mescoola and what we do for our clients, we build them this system that we call Value First Online Listing Acquisition System. And there's really 3 things in the Value First Listing Acquisition System that we do. Those 3 things are A and C, okay? A stands for attract, N stands for nurture, and C stands for convert. Right? And now that you look at this, you can see that the attract piece goes into the number 1. There's the targeting, there's leads coming in, scroll stopping offers, all those things in there. I'll explain to you in a minute what the call booking funnel here really is. Then the nurture goes into the AI follow-up and nurture, being able to actually convert leads that are coming into, get leads who are coming in and opting in to consultations and conversations with you without you actually being there every second to try to do that yourself, right? So that's obviously also key because, as I said earlier, most deals happen after 6 to 12 touch points, and really if you are following up after 5 minutes of someone opting in, your chances of getting them to the next step drops by 800%. So that's kind of crazy. It's a statistic, and most of the time that would mean then that you either lose the deals to some other people, some other agents, or you're just not gonna follow up, right? Or if you do follow up, that takes a lot of time and effort to actually being able to do that. Hence why we need some system in place, being able to contact leads, engage with them, and get the conversation going in the first 30 seconds they're opting in, right? That's when they're fresh. right? That's when they still remember why they even clicked in the first place. I don't know if you ever ran online ads and or Facebook ads, and then you call someone, they're like, hey, I don't really remember actually doing this. Maybe it was like my kid or whatever. There's other reasons as well, but one of the reasons is that you most likely calling them in 2 hours in the next day or whatever, and they have seen other ads, they have done other things, and they just don't remember anymore because there's so many different things that happen, especially people who are scrolling on social media. The platforms are crazy. So you don't even remember what you clicked on 10 minutes ago. So how could you remember what you did yesterday? Hence why you really need to be able to have that process in place, have that system in place to convert more. And then the convert piece is the 7-minute conversions. 7-minute conversions is regarding the phone consultations that we're able to turn into in-person appointments in 7 minutes. And that's also what the call booking funnel is designed to do. Now, let's really break this down. So what it looks like is we have an ad, we have a survey, we have a booking page, right? So calendar here, survey here, and we have an ad here. The calendar page, there's not too many people who actually book from here, to be fair. But to be clear, there's also the people who do book, you would lose them if you wouldn't have this step. So it's crucial. So this is the call booking funnel. We have an ad, we have a survey, and we have a booking page. And it's call booking because we're not booking in-person appointments here, we're booking phone consultations. And the phone consultation is key, as you will soon learn of them going to the nurture and convert piece. Now, on the survey page, what we do there is we ask them things like, what is the address of the property? What's the relationship to the property? And also like potential timeline to sale, and then basic information like name, number, and email for sure. And then sometimes even like recent upgrades to property and all that stuff. The main thing is to get the main thing out of there. And the main thing is who they are, where they are, like what's the property address and all this stuff, and what's their potential time on sale. Now, to be clear, on that survey, you never ever prejudge the leads based on what they say on the survey. You always need to have the conversation with them. To be clear, kind of interesting as well is that people don't even know what they want to do. And people don't even know if they want to sell, even if they would kind of know it, because they don't have time to really think through that. Hence why they need the professionals to actually guide them through the process. Hence why they also reply something like, maybe I'm just like 12 plus months out or whatever. Maybe I don't need that right now. I need to think about it, all those different things. You need to be the professional who guides them through the process. So never ever prejudge based on survey, but again, this is important information that we get there for sure. And then the ad. Now, I need to get a sip of water because I know what you guys are thinking when I'm saying this, but the platform, before I even say that, so the platform that we run ads, we have proven this by data. We have ran over $2 million into this platform through this type of funnel using this type of ad. Over 2 million USD. And to be clear, this is the best channel right now and has been actually the past 5 years, even though people have been burned and they don't really believe in this channel and all that stuff. It is much better than YouTube ads. It is much better than Google ads. It is much better than TikTok ads because, well, scratch that. It depends who you are, where you're at, what you're looking for. If you have a lot of money, then maybe those other platforms may make more sense for you. But this is not a situation where like, it's this or that. To be clear, I don't really care what channel platform you're using if you're getting results. That's the thing, like I don't freaking care. What I do care is that you get results. And if you are a client of ours, we want to start from this channel and the platform because we know that it's gonna get you results if you do what we say if you do the things that actually work. And if you're watching these videos and getting my recommendations, I want you to use this platform because I want you to get results. Because if you don't, I look bad, right? And I want to look good. So yes, all that to be said, the platform that we use is Meta. Boom, boom, boom. So Facebook and Instagram. And it does work. It is right now the platform that you can get 10x returns. I'm talking 10x returns on your ad spend when you do things the right way. And there's more videos in my channel going over about how to run those ads, all that stuff. Where the magic happens is then obviously the nurture and convert pieces. So nurture in this case would be, we have when the leads submit this survey, they go in here and we have an SMS AI. And with some of our customers, we have also implemented voice AI agents that are actually like human ISAs. It's super, super weird, even now still a thing, that AI agent can actually have conversations with these leads, right? And then book those into phone consultations. And then, so voice AI agent, Mescula voice, or the SMS AI. So you can technically build these things yourself as well. However, if you want to get the best ones that are working right now and actually, not use your, I guess, time and money to try to figure out how to do it, we already have a proven solid process in place for the SMS and voice AI. However, these here are designed not to close a deal for you at this point. Maybe in future, but not yet. The best conversion for the whole funnel, when I'm saying whole funnel, I mean from lead to actual listings and closings. The best conversions that you can get is when you design this step to be something that don't go too deep, but actually is just tailored to engage with leads instantly, follow up like human wouldn't and you wouldn't. And what I mean by that is double dial when they dial, follow up, call again if they didn't pick up the same day, call a couple times the next day, and then continue to follow up the first 7 days every single day by calling, and then continue to follow up weekly, and then eventually to monthly, and then quarterly, etc. Plus incorporating the SMS AI in there. So the voice AI component is huge, okay? But even in the SMS AI, it's increasing the conversion. So right now what we see is that most of our phone consultations that we are scheduling are not coming from here, but they're actually coming from here. And then with the people who have implemented the voice AI systems, it's coming from the voice AI, okay? So right now, how this kind of divides to is like the about 10%-ish of the leads when we're looking at bigger picture are coming from the actual calendar page, 10% are coming from the SMS AI, and then 10% the voice AI. Somewhere there. It slightly dependent on the customer or the pro and the market, but that's pretty much what we see right now. Okay, so it kind of go, if you don't have voice AI, you're kind of like losing on some of the leads. If you don't have SMS AI and this actual nurturing process in place, you're losing out on the leads unless you're using all of your time to follow up. Now, even if you have the AI systems in place, one key thing to remember is that even still, you do have to, or someone from your team, if you have a team members, or you have an ISA, you still have to follow up. You have to follow up the people in the database. You have to follow up manually as well, because you want to be able to also touch base personally and have those deeper connections, deeper phone calls with them to build long-term rapport, long-term trust, all that stuff, so that if some of the people are not ready right now, once they are, they will think of you and not someone else. So you do have to manually also be there. These here are designed to get the people who don't pick up the phone and who already, but they just don't tell you that yet, to get those into conversations with you, and then from there to in-person appointments, because there's a lot of people like that who just don't pick up the phone, and you still have to keep on following up, as well as there are people who need that instant 30-second touch point that you couldn't give them. Just like the truth, if you're on a listing appointment or you're showing or you're like just waking up and they are inquiring, you cannot give them a call in 30 seconds. If you can, show me, and show me how you do that 7 days in a week, 24/7, 365 days a year. I don't believe you if you say you can do that. But nevertheless, so attraction piece, then we have the SMS, the nurturing piece. So this is the short term, really. There's the short-term nurturing piece, and then we obviously have a long-term nurturing piece as well that incorporates, email, value building stuff, as well as SMS, and then also database reactivations, right? So those are the things. And database reactivation, what it really is, it's just re-offers, remarketing, or SMS or email to people that you have already opted into your database, and then trying to get them engaged again, and from there to extra conversations with you. So this is super simple. I'm not gonna go too deep into this. We don't have time on this video for that. If you want to learn more how that process works, then just click on the link and you will see this page, right? It may have an updated video. I'm not 100% sure, but nevertheless, there is a video on the link. When you click on that, it's either myself or our VP. And we're gonna go in there in depth there, the Value First Listing Acquisition System, how it works, and the results that it's getting, and the 2 reasons why it's working so damn well. And after you watch that, you can schedule an interview with our team to see if you could build one for yourself. We cannot help everyone, but especially if you're someone who's making have been doing 6 to 15 deals over the past 12 months and are somewhere around 80 to 100k in commissions, then and really are wanting to double or triple your business over the next 12 months, then we can for sure help you. I'm just putting that out there right now. So you guys, if you are someone like that, people that we have helped over and over again, and it's so simple. You just need the right systems, you just need the right training, you just need the right frameworks, and you will double your business. There's nothing crazy, there's nothing fancy, it's super simple, it's basic stuff, but just doing the basics over and over again and being better and doing it more than anyone else out there, okay? So we can really help you out if that's the case. Now, the sales conversion part, so obviously the C component. Basically from opt-ins and or consultations to appointments to listings and listings to closings and all that good stuff, right? I'm saying opt-ins as well because there obviously will be also opt-in leads that we still have to, as an agent, to call through manually as well to build up the relationship, all that stuff, as I kind of explained on the nurture piece. So there is some of that manual calls for the opt-ins as well if you really want to squeeze the juice out of the opportunities and really scale up your business, and not only focus on the short-term deals but also on the long-term, right? And a few things that we gotta understand here is that paid ads is totally different than referrals, sphere of influence, even organic content. So let's say you're running, or like you posting on Instagram, you're doing reels, you're posting content, and you're getting some inbound traction, some inbound leads from there. It is different than running paid ads. So there is a different process in place for this. So really the C component, it starts from, how do I get more conversations out of the leads that are coming in, which obviously one of the things there that helps is the nurturing systems in place, right? But as I said, there's some manual touches in place. So how do I get more conversations? And then how do I set more of those into appointments, right? Into in-person appointments? And how do I turn those into listing presentations? Right? And how do I turn those listing presentations into actual signed listings? And then eventually, how do I actually close those? So when it comes to this, what we see is that most agents that we work with, they know how to do this part. So they know how to close the deals. They know how to sell the homes. They also know how to get those listings signed once they have someone who they can have a solid listing presentation with. The biggest bottlenecks that we see are actually here, so getting actually those conversations going, which is why we have to have the nurturing piece and we have to have that in place. But also, just like here, once we fix that, is like, okay, how do I actually turn this into in-person appointments? How do I have those conversations on the phone so that I'm not only able to set appointments, but they're excited to see me, right? So this is a big piece here and a big bottleneck, right? So that's why we have the conversion piece, and that's why we have this thing and we teach this thing called the 7-minute phone consultation framework. So technically what that is a phone consultation a 7-minute framework because it only takes 7 minutes to actually run through a proper phone consultation and to set that into in-person appointments. So the whole idea with this funnel, right? The funnel from here is getting ad to survey to calendar, and then having the SMS and voice AI and all the different automations in place, all that good stuff, and then having this conversion piece is to get more conversations, is to get more calls booked, is to get more phone consultations booked and conducted, right? So it is call booking funnel at the end of the day. Now, the reason why we have this call booking funnel is because once we implemented the call booking funnel and we added the phone consultation step into the process, the average results skyrocketed. They went through the roof. And it's simply because in that actual phone consultation, and the agent is not only able to, qualify them a bit more further, and get the motivation out there and all that stuff, but also actually starting to really build a relationship and the like and trust effect that we need as an agent in order to have more appointments, in order to close more listings. So it is a crucial step, and it's actually best done when it's the agent doing it. That's when we see the best conversion. So if you are an agent doing anywhere from 6 to 15 plus, maybe 20 deals a year, and you really want to double, triple your business, and eventually get to 7 figures, at the first, you have to be there yourself. Once you learn that process, then you can really document your own sales process, hand it off to maybe an ISA or another agent that joins your team, and then teach them on that process. And then you can really, zoom out and get your hands out of that and work more on the business. But at the beginning, you do have to actually crack the code and do it yourself, unless you want to burn a bit of money by doing that. And most of us are not willing to do that. So, so we do recommend the agent actually taking the phone call. Now, eventually, what I do recommend, as I most likely have mentioned in this nurture step, is like having not only ISA, voice AI systems, but also ISAs to help with that process and actually get the conversion to the next level. And that happens by actually increasing volume, increasing inputs, and all that stuff, right? So the conversion mechanism for this whole funnel, for this whole value first online listing acquisition system, is the actual 7-minute phone consultation. So that is the conversion mechanism. That's the CTA. That's the call to action on all of these different steps in order to get to that step. And from there, obviously, to get in-person appointments set, build up the relationship. And that's the key, right? So that's the key in order to get those 10x returns from Facebook ads, right? So that's what it's all about. Other thing to note is that most agents are trying to disqualify when they are on the phone, right? They're trying to disqualify because they don't want to waste their time, which is totally valid, right? No one really wants to waste our time, so that's totally valid. However, most agents also haven't really cracked the code on paid ads, haven't really been able to successfully scale paid ads up and getting that source and acquisition channel really working. And also, most agents that are doing this are somewhere below 30 deals a year, and they really just need to double and triple their business in order to get to the numbers they want to go to. And the way to do that is to actually not to disqualify, but it's actually to what my recommendation is, and how I built our business at the beginning stages, was to actually get every single appointment set that I was able to get to, and then start to think about like, okay, which one of these is more quality, how do I go about the process, etc. But first get the quantity up and then get the quality up, right? Because that will help you not only have the momentum up, but also to figure out what is actually a qualified person, right? Because most of us does not know that. We don't know that when we first starting with paid ads, because as I said earlier, it's different than referrals, it's different than sphere of influence, it's different than even organic content. So you need to learn what is actually quality, what's not, and the only way to really learn that is to set appointments with as many people as humanly possible, build up the relationship, all that stuff. Now, once you get the quantity up and then you're able to fix the quality, this will get you to the habit of having the conversations that will lead to in-person appointments, and the habit of actually setting appointments, which will help you to build more relationships, and that will not only help you to get the short-term business, the people that are ready to go, but also the long-term business, because you're able to build a relationship with more and more people. And the fact is, I think 70%, if I remember correctly, I don't have the stats here, 70% of homeowners are going to go with the first agent they meet with. So if you are the first person they meet with and they don't even think about selling it, and you do it the right way, they will go with you once they are ready. So that's why it's also highly recommended. And especially if you are anywhere from 6 to 15, even 20, 25, 30 deals, and you really wanted to scale, and you really wanted to build a business where you can have the freedom, where you can do the things you always dreamed of and make the money you always wanted to make, then that's what you should do. So book yourself up to 70% full capacity, then fix the quality, build those relationships, because at the end of the day, real estate, as most of the businesses that are doing a service to others, are relationship businesses. So you should do that. Now, when you are on the phone, when you are meeting with someone, when you are doing a listing presentation and you didn't close you didn't sign the listing papers yet, etc., any single time you're in contact with someone, even when you close the deal and you close the home, make sure that you remember this one thing: bam fam, book a meeting from a meeting. What this really means is that when you are in any type of contact with anyone, really, when it comes to running the business and having conversations with prospects, clients, etc., is that when you are talking with them next time, they know when you are talking with them next time, and you have confirmed they for sure know that, and you have a reminder for yourself to actually do that. So bam fam, book a meeting from a meeting. The best way to do that is just send an invitation to someone, and that will be phenomenal, right? So they know when it's gonna happen, that you're gonna reach out, so they're not gonna reach out to you in between and be like, hey, what's happening, whatever. This would be like when you're working with them. And then at the same time, when you're trying to get the business, when you're trying to set those appointments, when you're trying to get the deals done, you know that they are more likely to actually talk with you, and you don't need to chase them, but they will start to chase you, right? So there's less back and forth, and you turn the tables in that. So bam fam, book them from a meeting, a thing to really remember. Now, if you want to learn even more and/or want us to build the Value First online listing ecosystem for you and help you double your production this year, click the link in the description and it will direct you to this page. Watch the short video and then click on schedule interview. On the actual video, we go over more in depth about the Value First listing acquisition system. It's either myself or our VP on that page, on that video, depending on which page you're seeing right now. But go through the video and watch it, and I will explain also the 2 reasons why it works so damn well and the results that it's getting right now for all the agents that we're working with. So that's pretty much it. Click on the link, go check out the video, and then schedule an interview with my team. We're gonna walk you through and see if we could help you out. If not, no worries. If yes, we're gonna talk about the next steps and what that would look like. And that's pretty much it. If nothing else, click on subscribe and see you on the next one. Ciao.